Welcome to the Evening News. Thanks for being here with us on a Wednesday night. I'm Chauncey Glover here alongside Alona Carson. And our first story, a lot of folks have been clicking on this on ABC13.com. A teacher and coach there at Concordia High School in Tomball is now charged after being accused of making a threat against the principal there.
Yeah, as you said, this has a lot of people talking. ABC13's Maya Shea looked into this and she's got more.
A shocking day here at the exclusive private Concordia Lutheran High School in Tomball. One of their coaches and beloved teachers arrested on multiple weapons-related charges, and his students are coming to his defense. By all accounts, Mark Allen Davis is a popular coach and teacher at the private Concordia Lutheran School. Even though he's now accused of carrying and threatening to use a gun at school, students are still quick to defend him.
And he was overall just sort of amazing, great guy. He just made a dumb mistake. But he definitely did not have any negative intentions towards the whole incident.
Like many students who commented online, Junior Bradley Roque is doubting the serious charges against this longtime coach. In his probable cause hearing today, prosecutors said Davis told someone at school that he had a gun in his classroom and that he was upset at the principal.
The defendant stated that he applied for a coaching job at another school but was told he didn't get the job, and he felt like the principal had given the other school a bad reference regarding his tenure with Concordia Lutheran.
Prosecutors said Davis was also mad at the head baseball coach for not giving him a promotion and mentioned buying more weapons.
He went on to say that he was going to buy a Springfield automatic rifle and also said that he had a gun upstairs.
Those comments prompted the school to call police. Today, Concordia released a statement saying in part, as soon as this information was brought to our attention, we took immediate action. In addition to criminal charges, Mr. Davis has been placed on administrative leave pending an internal investigation. Parents we talked to said it was the right action.
Maybe he wasn't going to do anything, but he thought about it enough to put it in his vehicle and bring it into the school. But my thinking is that there's something further than this.
Again, Mark Davis is now on leave from the school. He is scheduled to be in court first thing in the morning. Reporting from Tomball, Maya Shea, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, it's been a wet and very dreary day out there. We're kind of rolling into a rainy night as well, and we're hearing that there might be a little bit more of it headed our way.
Chief Forecaster David Tillman has more on our forecast.
I'm meteorologist David Tillman with your 1-minute weather forecast. We've got one more round of thunderstorms and fog before we finally see some nice, pleasant weather around here. As we go through the early part of tonight, we do expect some thunderstorms to rumble across the area. By 3 o'clock in the morning, the worst of it will be over near Beaumont. Moving into Louisiana, we'll still have some showers around and some fog as well, which I'll show you in just a moment. Then we'll have a cold front moving through about mid-morning on Thursday. That will help to push all the rain and fog out of here and give us some sunshine by Thursday afternoon. Here's a look at the fog building in. Later on tonight, coming in behind that rain, some of the fog could be on the dense side, especially to the north and northwest of Houston. Just like with the rain, the front will move through here and get rid of the fog as well. So we've got some nice weather coming after that. As a matter of fact, after morning fog tomorrow, we'll see some breaks in the clouds by the afternoon as temperatures make it to the mid-60s. Friday's going to be completely sunny. Most of Saturday will be nice and dry, but late in the day we can see an isolated shower develop. That will last into Sunday morning. We'll have a dry Monday, and then we'll have another round of storms on Tuesday.
David, thanks. Well, it's just been over a week now since that shooting there at Bel Air High School, and still today, a lot of concerns about what happened there at that school.
Yeah, so today we were able to catch up with the interim HISD superintendent and also the head of HISD police and really try to get some answers for all those parents out there who are demanding them at this point. Really, neither of them went into a whole lot of detail, though. ABC 13's Nick Notario has more.
I can tell you the parents out here still have a lot of questions, some of them about the gun that was used here at the deadly school shooting. We told you earlier this week that police believe they've located that gun. Well, we have just learned moments ago, the DA's office says the teenage suspect actually told them where the gun was hidden. But we don't know a lot of other answers about who owned the gun and exactly where it was found. We have learned the city of Bel Air may tell us more information next week. Parents out here also have questions about school safety. The superintendent says more information won't be released until tomorrow, even though we pressed her today. And staying silent, the teachers union said, isn't a good look. After a student was shot and killed at Bel Air High School, the district's leader says metal detectors might be coming to all middle schools and high schools. We also learned Superintendent Grenada Lathan plans to meet with Bel Air students tomorrow to talk about safety. We tried to question her about her security plan today.
And we'll talk about that more tomorrow.
Lathan says she wants to meet with students first and go into depth afterwards. But Houston Federation of Teachers leaders don't understand the delay.
It's even more frustrating for her to say she's going to have answers tomorrow. And as far as we know, she has not reached into the community to find out what the community wants.
The teachers union says it supports metal detectors, but it says a comprehensive safety plan should be developed. The union also says the district needs to do better at reacting to issues.
Silence shows lack of transparency, which even gives more criticism because people can then plug into their own heads whatever they think they're doing.
Although Lathan dodged ABC13's questions in an online blog, she says she will meet with students on an ongoing basis to improve security. Parents say they want input too, because they don't want to go through what happened at Bel Air High School again.
It's scary, and we live like a mile from school, so it can happen to anybody.
I think more communication, definitely, because a lot of parents are really very worried. So I think every school should have metal detectors.
Latham also wrote in her blog that there will be increased security here at Bel Air High School. She says there will be more officers and more patrols here. She also says crisis counselors will remain on campus for as long as students need it. Live in Bel Air, Nick Notario, ABC13 Eyewitness News.
All right, we're talking some politics. We are talking politics today as well. A small town race really in the spotlight because it could have some big impacts. Early voting now underway for Texas House District 28. And a lot of people watching this.
A lot of eyes on this one. Well, Democrats, they're wanting to flip that seat ahead of the general election, of course. ABC 13's Tom Abrams has more from both sides.
There is only one thing on the ballot here, one single race, and it's not only getting a lot of attention in Fort Bend County, but nationally too. On a rainy, cold January day, the flow of voters into the Cinco Ranch Library was constant. The Democrat educator Eliz Markowitz has endorsements from presidential candidates Joe Biden and Elizabeth Warren. Former candidates Beto O'Rourke and Julian Castro both walked blocks with her and knocked on doors to get support. Governor Greg Abbott has endorsed and is offering resources to help the Republican Gary Gates.
It's not like it used to be, I'll guarantee you that.
A lot of money invested in it.
A lot of money.
A lot of commercials.
The Democrats have certainly put a lot of attention on this, and I think part of their problem is they try to make this an issue of purely flipping the seat.
It was definitely unexpected. This was not in our plan, but I think we've taken the bull by the horns and we've made the best of it.
So this is an election where we also are seeing hundreds of thousands of national dollars flow into the race.
Mark Jones is a political expert at Rice University's Baker Institute.
What national Democrats care about is not so much the race per se, but what they care about is Democrats controlling the Texas House in 2021 and thereby preventing Republicans from drawing the districts in a tailor-made way, which could cost national Republicans anywhere from 5 to 10 U.S. House seats.
Republicans currently hold the power in the House, but if this seat flips, it might create a domino effect that alters more seats, which shifts control in Austin. Gates says he's focused on issues such as job creation and vocational training.
People know who I am. I've been involved in this community for over 20 years. I've been involved in a lot of things. And that's one reason that I was really interested in this race, is because this is from my home area.
Markowitz says education and equality are her focus.
We're fighting for high-quality public education, access to affordable health care, and amazing flood control and mitigation solutions.
Early voting continues through Friday. Election Day is Tuesday, the 28th. Reporting from Fort Bend County, Tom Abrams, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
So you just heard a mention of flood control issues. You know, flooding is no surprise in Galveston many times when it rains hard. Well, there's a Texas A&M student who is using some new technology to try to help homeowners there.
ABC 13's TJ Parker has more.
Flooding has always been a concern in Houston and along our coast. Trying to find solutions to flooding has been a high priority.
This is the Phantom 4 RTK.
Texas A&M Galveston Masters student Nick Diaz is working on a project using a drone to study flooding on the island.
Using the drone captures all those homes.
Nick flies the drone above neighborhoods, taking pictures of homes and using this device.
And then this guy, which is the RTK head, will communicate and link with the drone.
He turns the pictures into 3D models to measure their elevations using a computer software program to understand how high water goes in terms of elevation.
And so this is what it feels like in Pix4D.
His hope is his research will create better flood maps and could help adjust flood insurance costs.
And you're able to go in there, click on the home, and get the elevation for that home. And so we're going to hopefully gather a lot of data, provide this data to decision makers to create better flood maps.
Using a drone to do this is new. Nick says it's more efficient and accurate in measuring how high a home sits.
It's incredible. I mean, technology is advancing so fast.
He is working through Texas A&M and the city of Galveston on this project.
Using the technology to your advantage and collecting data and helping with the flooding.
Using research to help this island's flooding problems.
The water doesn't just stay in your yard.
In Galveston, I'm TJ Parker, ABC13 Eyewitness News.
All right, TJ, thanks. We're going to end with some good news here tonight. We talked about this last week and, actually, a few days ago and last week. Of course, this is a story that keeps on giving, but the World Series trophy is staying here in Houston. Of course, this is after that LA City Council voted and they asked MLB to take the title from us.
Right, so MLB made the announcement today they have no plans to strip the Astros or the Boston Red Sox of their titles. Basically, the commissioner says this is all to honor the league's tradition of not trying to go back and change what happened. When they make a decision in sports and something plays out in the world of baseball, they said that decision is going to stay. So some great news for Astros fans everywhere.
I like that decision too. That's right. When it stands, when they win, it should stay there.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us here on this Wednesday night for the evening news. Join us tonight on the news at 10 o'clock. Have a great night, friends.